voice of authority and leadership, you can't flutter on this one. So we'll see how it plays out. My guess is he should get 4. He'll probably get 1 or 2. But we'll see how it goes. All right, we are still here at Firestone Stadium getting ready for the Akron Racers game tonight. We're excited. Aaron Coleman's with me, and we're joined by another guest right now. Actually, a Rubber City-owned Craig Mad Dog Madron here in the house. Craig, how you doing today?
That's right. I'm doing fantastic, and thank you guys for having me. Aaron, Brad, I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Glad you could join us. Now, you do some work here for the Racers, obviously. What is it exactly that you do for the Racers during their games?
That's right. I'm in my 3rd season here, and I'm the on-field host, essentially the on-field announcer. And what I do is between innings, we'll have volunteers, a lot of times kids, sometimes adults. We'll play trivia, do little obstacle courses on the field, races and things like that, and I announce those things, and we give prizes to the winners. And prior to the game, I actually get the blood pumping.
All right. What do you do? What do you do to get the blood pumping?
I pump the crowd up, man. So basically what I do is, as the starting lineups are being called, after the visiting starting lineups are called,
right,
I come on and I tell everybody it's time to get ready, time to get pumped up for your Akron Racers, and just essentially give some announcements what we're going to be doing during the game, and get everybody cheering and making noise as we bring out the Akron Racers, and then that momentum kind of leads us into the game.
So 3 seasons you've been here.
Yeah, this is my 3rd.
Now, it's a different vibe every night. What's it like here during the games when you're getting everything ready and everybody's once it starts to get into the action? What's it like here, the vibe?
Well, the vibe is always pretty intense. I mean, they average about, last year they averaged about 750 people, which is a lot of people in a stadium this size.
Right.
So there's a lot of passion about softball. If you know anything about this local area, there's a lot of passion for fast pitch softball, and people are very into it. In fact, I'll tell you, the most emotional and the most irreverent fans are really the little girls.
Okay.
The little girls traveling softball teams, they come out of packs, they wear their jerseys, and they scream. Their screams could curl your hair, okay? And when we can sort of invoke that kind of passion into the crowd, it really gets things going here.
Well, I know I'm really looking forward. This is going to be my first Racers game tonight, Craig. Now, you said you've been here 3 seasons. What should I be looking for from the concession stand tonight? What should I be dining on for my dinner this evening?
The Big Daddy Dog.
The Big Daddy Dog
is one of my personal favorites.
Big Daddy Dog.
The hamburgers are also delicious. I'm a sucker for slushies. And any of that kind of junk food, but they've got candy, and they've got Giannino's Pizza served in one of the other concession stands around the corner, and of course, adult beverages. So everything for young and old is available here in Firestone Stadium.
Well, there you go. I mean, Craig, it was interesting. We were actually speaking with one of the outfielders, Taylor Slopey, and she was talking about what it's like to play for Joey Arrieta, who's the general manager of the Racers. What's it like having her around the complex? And, you see her passion for softball and her passion for the Racers day in and day out. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, in the field of, or in the area of women's softball in this area, and I would even say nationally, Joey's passion for this sport is unsurpassed.
Right.
And I actually read a blurb one time. I was my cousin was inducted into the Summit County Softball Hall of Fame, and I was at that induction ceremony looking through the book of all the past people who'd been inducted, and there was a little blurb about Joey in there, and one of the lines said, "Nobody has done more for women's softball than Joey Arrieta."
Wow.
I mean, such a succinct little blurb right there says as much as you need to say about what she's contributed to this sport. And like you said, to have her around is like having a living legend of a sport walking around and continuing to do those things.
And she does everything. We were here before the game. We got here around 3:40, whatever time. And we watched the transformation of the field, what it was with the tarp on it. I mean, I walked up and I was like, man, it doesn't look like we're going to play anything here.
She's intimately involved in everything.
Amazing.
Yeah, isn't she? Yeah.
And she was out there. She's riding around on the 3-wheel tractor, dragging the field. Then she grabbed one of the hard rakes.
Yeah.
She's raking around home plate, raking around the dugouts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's commitment. And you said it right there in that little blurb. She's done the most for women's fast pitch softball. She definitely has a passion, and you can see it immediately, right when you walk in the door. Craig, I wanted to ask you, since you've been here 3 seasons, what's one of your more memorable moments here at Firestone Stadium as the Racers were out on the field?
Besides dodging a few foul balls that I didn't see coming my way, I would say just I don't know if I can pinpoint one particular memory, but I can say that just the feeling I get when I'm out there pumping up the crowd,
That's got to get your blood going too.
Yeah, it does. It really does. I will tell you, now that you asked and I think about it, I had a guest here with me one time who was watching from the stands, and when I was down there pumping up the crowd and doing my thing, I came back up during the game, and I was walking around, and I got a chance to sit down and say hi to the person I brought with me, and she said to me that she was overhearing people talking about me who were sitting in front of her, and she said that they had said to each other, "Man, I'm really pumped up now," talking about what I was doing out there on the field. So that really felt good, and I remember that as something that always gets me excited when people, when people notice what I do and they come up and tell me I've done a good job and they had fun because of what I contributed. That's a great feeling.
Well, that's for sure. I know I'm looking forward to seeing you in action tonight, Craig, as you're doing your thing on the field and getting ready for tonight's game.
Yeah. And again, we have to get organized. I try to get here about an hour beforehand, and I have a promotion staff down there that works tremendously hard, and they do a lot of contribution to the game management and the game operation and everything, and it would be very hard for me to do what I do without them.
Right.
So they certainly add to what's going on.
Can I get in on the obstacle course?
Yeah, you want in on the obstacle course? I'll tell you what, we'll set one up for you.
All right,
I'd love to see that. Are you in shape for it?
I'm not in shape, but I'll try anything.
I'm going to put you up against a little kid, man. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Oh, that'd be hilarious right there.
Hey, that's a lose-lose, because you don't want to beat the little kid and be the jerk. And
right.
then if you get beat, you're like, man, look at that fat out of shape
guy out there. You're in a catch-22.
Well, Craig, we got to get to the top of the hour, but we do appreciate you stopping by, giving us a little bit of rundown of what you do. We're looking forward to seeing you in action out there on the field tonight as you get everybody excited. We're excited. I know everybody that's listening is ready tonight for the game against the Bandits. We're here live at Firestone Stadium, home of the Akron Racers. Joey Arrieta and Brad Shoup will be on the call. First pitch at 7 o'clock. More to come here on the Average Sports Show. It's 1590 WAKR, Akron News Talk Sports.